I get in here a lot quicker because it takes me a lot longer to put on my headphones. Actually, could you
sounded like a me.
hold that side?
This side?
Yeah.
Holding this one?
Just caress it into my ear.
Yeah, is it in there? Is it in there? I didn't know. I didn't know you wanted it on the back.
On the back side. I want to look
Back
cool.
side. Almost spilled my water. Probably shouldn't put the water in the middle.
Hey, what is up, everybody?
Oh, ladies! What are we doing?
I was getting ahead of you. I thought you were going to follow me.
Whoa, hey, whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side Project Podcast. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Hit him with another podcast.
Ooh, what's going on, man, dude? Oh, man,
that really just put me in the
this
mood
is
right
an
now.
awkward place for my
You
my
should have
drink,
done
man.
some like fancy drink like that, you know?
That's why I put it there so everybody could see my biceps, bro. Look,
I heard you've been working out.
Yeah, I have been trying. A little bit. Oh, yeah. No, that's not it. Hold on. Let's try again. And it was like, oh, yeah. No, how did I do it again?
How many people are sick of our...
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. You see that?
I dig it.
Man, E3's coming up, dude. E3's coming up. Let's see. When this comes out, it'll be the week end of this week's
Starting.
episode.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do that tongue twister. I was going to let him do it.
While this episode is out, towards the end of the week, E3 starts, man. And I don't know, E3, okay, let's just...
That's actually proper though, right? Because we're like starting our episode and then lets
E3
them start their show. We're giving them permission to start.
We're getting them ready is what we're doing, because everybody knows like E3 Side Project Podcast. It's like you're kind of like
they go hand in hand.
It's pretty
right?
much the same thing, you know, like big name events, you know.
Yeah.
But I think E3. I mean, we've talked about this a couple times before, like some of the things that I'm going to say. We talked about it with Amit Cosplay. We even talked about it with guests. We talked about Amit Cosplay. We talked about it with Imposter Cosplay. We may have even talked about it with other people. I can't even remember. But E3 as a whole, mixed feelings, right? From many different people. Some people dig stuff that goes on at E3. Some people don't dig it. Some people just like to watch it. Some people like to attend, et cetera, et cetera. You never really know. When E3 first started, for those that I'm sure everybody knows, so I don't think I really need to explain it, but for E3, it's like, what E3 is, it's a big gaming convention. You know what I mean? And it's a big place where they do a lot of announcements and big reveals and et cetera, et cetera. It used to be the the biggest gaming convention around, you know?
It's basically where you would go to look like, okay, what's going to come out next?
Exactly.
What are we going to do next? Or what do I have to look forward to?
Yeah, and when E3 first kind of started, I guess, for a very long time, it wasn't, fans couldn't go. It was an industry-only event. And then towards the later years, I think for only like 2 or 3 years, actually, maybe, I'm not quite certain, they started allowing fans to come in more and more press outside of like big name media events, like podcasts and things like that were able to get
I guess like private, not private media, but like...
Yeah, and like, so I mean, I don't know. I went to a couple E3s, one right before they launched it for the widespread fan base or whatever, and then I think I went to another one after they did that. I don't know. I don't remember. But going is a whole other thing, where some people dig it, some people don't. You know what I mean? Which we even talked about that with, like I said, with Amit and with Imposter. I believe Imposter, what was it? Imposter that said that he didn't really dig it, or was it Amit? Maybe it was somebody else.
People that told us just because the lines were so ridiculous, just to even get to play one game, or just to even get to like a certain booth or section.
Episode.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't know, but yeah, some people don't dig it because they don't like waiting in the long line.
I have no patience in a food line, any line for that matter.
If you're trying to demo a game or something, you know, or check out a beta or check something out or whatever, it's pretty long lines, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty long lines. But I don't know, dude, like as a real hardcore, and I'm not saying that nobody else is, but as like a real hardcore like gaming fan that like loves to be around all that stuff, I kind of dig it. And especially if you're going with people that like you care about or people that have the same
enthusiasm or
you know what I mean? Yeah, and dig
it.
it. Like it's cool. Like same thing. Like we made the comparison before. Sorry if I'm having trouble thinking of it. I have a mind-blowing headache, you guys. Like, and I am pushing through it. I'm pushing through it for you guys, man. Because I'm stuttering and I'm all over the place because I'm trying to fucking forget that I have a headache. But we talked about it before, like going to Disneyland and stuff. Just speaking about long lines, okay? Like long lines and shit. They do get tiring. Especially if you are outside E3 is inside, so you have air conditioning and shit.
Yeah.
But especially if like you're outside or something and you're in the sun or whatever the weather may be like, it's annoying as hell.
Yeah, the weather conditions do affect how you,
And then the lines, nobody likes waiting. You know what I mean?
No.
But if you're with a group of people and you're talking, you're passing the time that much more quickly.
Yeah, and
that's
what I was gonna say too. It helps like when you go to an event like that where you're able to talk to somebody. Like we'd be able to just talk and sit there through. Like, we've sat there through how many lines?
Oh yeah, you know, at Disneyland. Yeah,
you get used to it. So I think
we would also smoke
ties into,
though. So I mean, what? No, I'm just kidding. It's not like
no such thing.
It's not like it's not fucking legal. You know what I mean? But it's not like we're out there doing fucking crack. Oh yeah, I'm ready to ride Indiana Jones. Woo! You know what I mean? Like we're not doing that. But
go up to Space Mountain.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to fly, man. But I mean, some people dig it, some people don't.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. I like the old school feeling of it. I don't know about today's world and everything, but I like the old. When I first went, I guess maybe it was because it was like my first time. You know what I mean? So you're like, whoa, fucking cool.
Yeah, because you were also a lot more excited. It'd be the first time, like you said, first time you're going there. That you want to see how.
Yeah. And like I remember one of the times I went, like the Nintendo booth had a life-size Mario Kart that you could sit in and take pictures in and shit.
See,
you couldn't actually drive it though, you know what I mean? But it was
I would have tried to start it up.
Yeah, I would have taken it, picked it up on my shoulder,
taken a little mushroom and just
because I'm so fucking strong. I'd have just been like, this is mine now, and I just would have walked home with it, you know.
Well, I mean, you've been working out.
I have been working out a little bit, so
biceps they come in handy for that kind of stuff.
Plus, I'm getting all my training advice from Steve Ennis, Steve the Boulder,
that
guy. What we do first is we're gonna need to get a headband. Okay, everybody that works out needs to have a headband. If you don't have a headband, you can use a bandana or maybe a scarf that your ex-girlfriend left in the back seat a few months ago. You're still kind of hoping she comes back. Anyway, that guy's that's a pretty handsome guy too, if I say so myself.
I don't know about
that. But I think it was cool, like sitting in the carts and stuff and doing that. I got to demo a lot of games before they came out. I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends. My point is, it depends on the person you are. Depends on the person you are. But I think everybody should at least experience it once. It is a lot of long lines, but it's cool to go and you see like all like the flashy lights, kind of like think like Times Square or something, but for games. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you see like the Xbox sign, and then you got PlayStation over here, and then you got Nintendo
and then I'm
over
sure you
here.
have the casuals that are floating in that are also like dressed up.
Dude. And then like
that,
you see a lot of cool people. You meet a lot of cool people. You meet a lot of people that have the same interests that you do. You have the opportunity to speak with developers or even CEOs and stuff like that.
I think that's the importance of going to like an in-person event like that, like to an E3. As much as it is a pain to deal with, like you said, a lot of the hectic stuff, I get that part. Yeah. But being able to just network with people, talk to people, being able to just bounce ideas off like-minded individuals, that makes it. And
if you're like a podcast or somebody in media or a journalist or something, and you're able to get a press pass or something or a media pass, that's only going to help what you do. You know what I mean? Which is something that we were trying to do right before the whole world changed and shifted. But like we had gotten press passes for WonderCon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
kind of when we first started too.
Ahead of time.
And we were going to actually meet Amit Cosplay in Merson. What the fuck?
I don't know what Immersion
is. At that time, that's kind of how we started our friendship with Amit. Not that he's like, he's like maybe an hour or two away from us, right? Yeah. But he's not like super far. But I mean, those things are kind of cool. And I mean, if things were to go back to being able to go to these things physically, would I go again? I would. You know what I mean? Especially to go with yourself, we haven't been. You know what I mean? And now that we have this podcast, get press passes, apply for the press passes, and see if we can conduct interviews and do shit like that. Like that would be fun for me. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy doing that shit.
Yeah, no.
And I get to experience all the stuff.
I would want to meet different people, talk to
different people. Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but this year at E3 2021 goes live Saturday, June 12th, and ends on Tuesday, June 15th, and it is an all digital format. The pre-show kicks off on the first day at 10 a.m. PST. All right. So moving forward, we're just gonna let you guys know all of these times we're going by our time, Pacific Standard Time. Okay. So PST. You know what I mean? All these times you're gonna. That way I don't have to say PST every single time, but I'll probably still say it a couple times anyway. Ubisoft and Gearbox are gonna hold their conferences to start off the gaming extravaganza, and Ubisoft will hold their Ubisoft Forward on Saturday to kick things off, showcasing the company's titles at 12 p.m. PST. And
I'll PST it and then you do the time.
Yeah, dude. And it said that we can expect to see news about For Honor, The Crew 2, Watch Dogs Legion, games that came out in 2017, 2018, and 2020.
But nothing new, okay?
The fuck is that? You know what I mean? No, but they will have some new stuff too, man. The main event is expected to showcase gameplay footage from the next Rainbow Six game. So people that are stoked for that, you're going to be getting some gameplay footage for that. As well as appearances from Far Cry 6, as well as new content for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
What could it be?
Alongside that, we're expected to hear new updates from their film and television ventures as well, which I'm actually more excited to hear about that than I am to hear about their games. Which is weird. I don't know. Maybe that may be weird. But like we talked about it on the Spicy Wing Challenge episode that we did recently with Rebirth into an Anti-Hero, where we talked about Assassin's Creed partnering with Netflix for the adaptation of their live action Assassin's Creed with Netflix. Yeah. And then they also said that other shows and things are coming, but nothing's been announced yet. So I'm assuming we're going to get
official announcements, or at least we're going to get some kind of teaser as to maybe who's playing what, if they've kind of narrowed that down.
Actually, maybe we're also going to get some news about what storyline they're going with Assassin's Creed, the live action series, cast, like you said, and shit like that. And
I mean,
also
especially, I think I said the same thing on that episode. It would just make sense to start with the first type of Assassin's Creed game and kind of start the timeline and follow it, right? Yeah, because it's already blueprinted and laid out.
Exactly. We talked about that on the one with Rebirth, where we all kind of agreed, like, the Assassin's Creed movie fell a little bit short, fell flat, and created their own storyline for that movie.
When they didn't need to.
When they didn't really need to. You have so many awesome stories within the games that also have historical facts in them. Some are ripped straight from history itself. Some are fabricated and exaggerated and and grown upon for the story of the game's sake. But you could do those. The Assassin's Creed stories, the games have amazing stories that you can adapt into a Netflix series, and it would be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, this is actually going to be the time where, like, we really didn't want to tell anybody. But they're going to officially let you guys know that we're going to be like cameos. It's going to be like a bearded juice box.
It's true, yeah.
A bearded juice box getting in there.
Yeah.
And a bearded Chaz.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Ubisoft was like, hey, if you guys do want to announce it, you have to at least wait till the week of E3. So, I mean, this is the week of.
This is your warning or your pre-show warm-up.
Exactly. And this is our episode where we're kind of talking about E3. So, I mean, Ubisoft, we decided to do it. You know, I'm not sure if you officially really wanted it. You did give us the green light, so, you know. But Sunday's a jam-packed day for E3, starting with the pre-show at 8:45 a.m.
PST.
Ooh, where thereafter throughout the day, you're going to get news from Microsoft, Bethesda, Square Enix, Warner Bros. Games, 24 Entertainment, as well as the PC Gaming Show and the Future Game Show. And just so you guys know, we're not going to talk about, like, this episode, we're not going to talk about, like, every single little thing, thing that's happening at E3 and every developer and every showcase. We're not going to do that. We're just kind of running through the base format and then, or the base schedule, and then we're going to talk about things that, like, we just feel like talking about that you guys may be interested in and have some good old conversation. Which I think a big one that everybody can agree on that they're kind of stoked on. I mean, maybe not everybody, but by the way, PlayStation's not at E3. At this year's E3. PlayStation opted out.
Well, I mean, it's probably because they don't have any new games to announce for their current console that's new next generation to play next generation games. But we're going to give you enhanced games.
Yeah, we're just going to give you more GTAs. You know, if PlayStation was there, all they would show was an enhanced version of GTA again.
Jesus. You know what I mean? Imagine if somebody put some kind of like compilation or some type of, what's that thing called?
I think a compilation.
Timeline. Like a compilation of the different enhanced games and put them all together.
You know how many times GTA would be in there just by itself? Just GTA? Actually, you know what? It would probably just be GTA.
T and then the A.
But the Xbox and Bethesda showcase begins at 10 a.m.
PST.
There we go. But Xbox and Bethesda showcase begins at 10 a.m. and it will be streamed live on Xbox, Twitch. On Xbox's Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And it's said to focus, quote, on games from Xbox Game Studios and many creators from our partners around the world. And that's pretty much all we have. Like they haven't released any details or anything, so we're just going to kind of have to wait and see.
I have hope, like, all these big companies have been quiet because this is going to be
the time.
Your time to announce everything. We are in June.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, damn.
Right?
Damn, June, man.
And your systems now should have some new games.
Yes, dude. So this should be the time where you finally announce. Like, I would think that they would. I mean, it's already been announced, but I think that they would show, and they have shown stuff. But you know the whole debacle where they got kind of a shit on by it not looking that great, which is Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
I would assume
we would get some more Halo.
We would get more stuff. You know, an update on how it's going, being that they delayed it so they could work on more stuff.
If you guys decided to upgrade or fix Craig. Craig, you know?
Yeah, exactly, Craig. I was trying to think of his name. Craig. I wasn't gonna say it because I couldn't remember. Damn, Craig. But yeah, probably. I still agree with a lot of people.
They should just leave it now and let that
be the only one. Yeah, dude.
Let that be your little Easter egg or your little nod to like, hey, we
everybody
fucked up.
else looks phenomenal, but Craig stays looking the way he looks, man.
Craig is Craig, man.
Yeah, Craig is the shit, bro. I think it's only right that they would show some stuff about Halo Infinite, and I wonder if they're gonna show anything about the Halo series stuff that they're working on. Did that get canceled or? I don't. They're still working on that, or like, fuck's going on with that, dude? I would think that we get more information on many things Bethesda. I mean, it is called the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase, so obviously,
and then being the Xbox acquired them, so
exactly,
it would make sense.
It would just make sense,
something.
yeah. And they've been working on games like Starfield, and I know a lot of people want to see that game. Okay. They announced the upcoming Indiana Jones game that I was kind of 50-50 on, but as time goes on, I'm actually getting more curious.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah, it could be actually really dope, dude.
Like, who doesn't want to be swinging, running from a big ass rock, and then just like little.
Yeah, who doesn't want to just drop their pants and let it swing? You know what I mean? We're not talking about the same thing?
Nah, dude. That's on the only toes that count. That's not this podcast.
I get ahead of myself sometimes, dude. And then they also were working on Elder Scrolls 6, which, I mean, we did a whole episode about Elder Scrolls 6.
We won't go
so we'll just put that up on the screen. And if you want to go hear us talk about that, we'll put that out there.
I'm just going to use my fractured elbow that I should not be moving and swing into it to dramatic effect.
That was actually a really fun episode, though, man. I'm not going to lie, dude. That Elder Scrolls 6 episode, I had a really good time. What else did we talk about, though?
Elder Scrolls 6.
I swear to God, like, we talked about something else, I think, too, like at the end, and I don't remember because all I can remember was Elder Scrolls 6, and we even showcased...
And we continue with the Elder Scrolls 6.
If you're fans of, like, Elder Scrolls lore and Elder Scrolls just in general, like, go check out that episode. Like, I'm shamelessly plugging myself here, but, like, or I guess ourselves, but, like, I'm saying it because we also showcased a fan who made a I'm trying again. Gameplay. I got a headache, guys. I'm sorry if I'm struggling here.
He did a mod on how it would look.
Yeah, his rendition of how he thinks that Elder Scrolls 6 would look, and we kind of went through it a little bit and deciphered it and showcased it and
gave our thoughts.
Yeah, gave our thoughts and like it looks real dope. Like the dude's rendition looks really cool, man, and it made me really excited for what Elder Scrolls 6 could be.
It's crazy because sometimes we see that different passion and drive from like content and like from us, like from fans, from the people who actually enjoy these games, not from like these big ass companies that are making these games and get paid to do that.
Yeah, like this dude went all out, man, and spent time and like developed what he used like the new Unreal Engine and like all kinds of stuff, dude. It's a really cool episode. You guys should go check it out.
Like developer, something like that, wasn't he?
Who, him?
Yeah.
I think he just did a bunch of different things like for fun on his YouTube. Like Elder Scrolls is not the only thing this guy has. He had like all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he had
like Assassin's Creed stuff too, and like
too, right?
all kinds of different stuff. It was a really cool episode, man. And it's not just like we're plugging ourselves; we're actually plugging him. Like that's some really cool shit. You guys should go check that out.
We'll go back and he'll look post editing. Chaz would tag him and
I'll put it up there.
Reference that clip or something.
So if we don't get more, I think we should get Elder Scrolls 6 is probably going to take a really long time. And again, we won't spend too much time on this because that's what that episode was for. But I think we said. I don't remember if we said it officially or not, but I think we said something like we wouldn't expect to see an Elder Scrolls 6 till like 2024 or more or something like that.
Timelines of
because
it's
they take so long with their games, and this is going to be like next level Elder Scrolls. You know what I mean?
What I would expect to see, and it's like don't want to run it into the ground, but seriously, we expect some like Halo news. That's the biggest. Yeah.
Well, we said that.
Yeah.
I would assume
we would get some more Halo.
We would get more stuff, an update on how it's going, being that they delayed it so they could work on more stuff. We just said that.
I know I got mixed up. I wanted to throw you off on purpose.
It's like, you know what? Like, you smoking too much, man? Are you smoking too much from that Disneyland?
Yeah, man. That Disneyland trip, man.
The Disneyland trip years ago, still sticking with you? No, I think we should see some Elder Scrolls 6 stuff. I don't think we're going to see a lot from Elder Scrolls, but it would be dope to actually showcase like something this time instead of just like the logo. I believe that's all we've ever gotten was like the logo.
Gameplay or at least some
even
kind
if
of
it's like a teaser trailer. It doesn't have to be gameplay. Like I understand. This is usually I'm like, come on, get it out. You know what I mean? But this one I understand because like Elder Scrolls takes a long, long time, dude. You know what I mean?
You don't want to have like a
you don't want to rush
situation.
That.
You don't want to have a Valhalla situation. Like,
but it would be cool maybe if we saw like a little teaser trailer that kind of gave us a little bit about what the story may be about, you know, or even if it's not that, just like a little something other than the logo.
interest in waiting so long for an Elder Scroll for a new, something new.
Yeah, even if they don't put a release date, but a release date would be cool as well.
Yeah, if you want to just drop that in, DM Chaz,
if you want to just DM us specifically and let us know, you know what I mean? And then we'll figure out a great time for the reveal on our end.
We won't Tom Holland it up and
we won't say it beforehand. But another one that just shows the logo and things like that is Fable. There's a new Fable game coming out, and I know Fable people really love Fable.
That conversation.
Did we talk about Fable on that episode too? No, I don't think we did. I think we covered Fable when they first announced it. We
recently had that conversation privately.
We did have that conversation privately the other day, and then and the doors were closed, and they were locked. I don't know where I'm going with this. I think Fable should be something that should be like showcase a little bit more too. Like I think that'd be really cool, man.
Yeah, especially because it's like you got to think like with all these games that we haven't seen in a really long time. Yeah, you would want like big action, something.
Yeah, and like you said, something like now's the time, dude. Yeah, now's the time. Like all your big AAA games.
Advanced, show me how advanced those systems that you said are.
Yes,
put some games.
The systems that I also can't get anywhere, even if I wanted to. Yeah, like the fuck's going on with that, man?
And you notice even the black market dudes, like the resellers and shit, got real quiet.
Oh yeah,
you can't even get them. You can't even pay triple.
They're also cracking down on that.
You also can't pay triple what the game.
Yeah,
you know, the system is worth anyways.
I actually want a PS5 now. I do, but I only want it because it's different for me.
Weren't you touching mics or something like that?
I was mics and Zane's. Yeah, my brother. I was touching all over it, dude. I grabbed that controller and I was like, oh yes, it's in my hands. Did you put? And he was like, slow down, dude.
Did you put your balls on the PS5?
I didn't because
so you didn't step it up?
I didn't go that far with it. Not yet. Once I get my own, maybe. What the fuck, dude? You're forgetting that we already spoke about Halo. Forgetting that you got a fractured elbow. Didn't you say your wrist was hurting too? I quit, man. I'm out of here, dude. Today's not my day. I got a headache. I'm stuttering all over. I can't think about shit. Elbow. He's fucking up. Oh, man. But I mean, yeah, like you said, dude, like this would be the time. It doesn't have to be E3. Came in a little rough on that half, huh? Did you hear that?
It doesn't have to be just
E3. It doesn't have to be E3, but because E3 is happening, you might as well take advantage.
You expect. And that's what you expect, right? Yes. If in the past, this is where we went to get our latest game news, our most exciting,
and we can't go physically, so
you better put on some hell of a show. You better,
dude, bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. We're coming out swinging. That's what they need. You know what I mean? I would think that if ever there was a place and time to announce the speculated and heavily rumored but very little detailed Xbox and Nintendo collab, I would think E3 would be the place to do it.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know what we're talking about, I did a whole, or we did? Or was that a solo one?
That might have been a solo.
That might have been a solo episode. I didn't do the whole episode, but a big portion of it was centered around Xbox and Nintendo collaborating and like all the rumors and speculations, and then also some proof and facts.
Oh, actually,
and some insider information. I think we did talk about it once, but I think I also did it on the Bowser's Peen episode.
Yeah.
By myself. I think we talked about it twice. But there is like a lot of things happening with Xbox and Nintendo and a lot of insiders that have come out that have insider information. That's what it means.
That's what an insider is.
Yeah, exactly. That
if you don't know what an insider is, I'm going to tell you.
There's a lot of like rumors that point to things, and then there's a lot of inside information that say it's definitely happening. It's just a matter of when and exactly what, you know?
Yeah.
And who knows?
How they're going to be involved together.
Exactly. And where E3 would be the perfect place to introduce whatever they are collaborating on. But would it be in the Xbox showcase, or would it be in the Nintendo showcase, dude? I think it would be the Xbox showcase.
I'm gonna say, and then we'll do this so we can reference this. I'm gonna say it's gonna go in the Nintendo stuff because if you're gonna end the E3 with a bang, because obviously Nintendo's gonna suck up so much of the time, and we'll get into that part later.
Yeah, and they are ending E3 with Nintendo.
If you're gonna end E3 with Nintendo, you're gonna want to end your show with a bang,
fucking bang, bang, bang again,
bang, bang,
bang, bang, times 3. But I don't know. You know what? I would
want it there.
I get what you're saying, and I agree with that. But I actually think that it might be in the Xbox showcase if something gets announced. So I think it would be in the Xbox showcase.
So let me add that. I guess I would want it in the Nintendo ending portion, depending on what is going to be announced. Like if it's going to be a game,
you know what I mean. We don't know. Like what is it? That's what that Bowser's Peen episode is definitely about. Like we don't know what exactly
it's all speculation up to this point because we could say what we would want.
Is it the Xbox Game Pass coming to Nintendo? Is it just more Xbox owned properties coming to Smash Bros? Like that's what that episode was kind of about. If you guys want to go get all that, you can get all that. What do you guys want from Xbox and Bethesda showcase though? Like what's the big games that you're looking forward to? Like I said, I mean, mean, what's the big game that you're thinking? Me off the top, Halo is one of them, but I actually am more stoked and would like to see more from Elder Scrolls and Fable. They actually take the cake for me a little bit more on than Halo, surprisingly. And I think maybe that's because we haven't seen anything at all.
I'm not surprised on that because
I did
buy an Xbox to play Halo,
and then I haven't played Halo. We played it twice and never played again. You know what? We should though, dude. We really should.
Jokes aside, though, which I'm probably gonna stream some old school Halo stuff on Twitch.
So
I'll get to that.
Being that you have the Master Chief Collection and then Halo 5 is on Game Pass.
That just reminded me. But there's some other stuff that I want to work on too. But I honestly think, it should be Halo just because you sold me on the new Xbox console based on that game, saying that
was one of the things that they kind of coincided it with.
This is the only game you need to.
It's gonna be the best Halo. And it's gonna showcase what the Xbox Series X can do.
It should be Halo, but I think I'm also more leaning on the Fable side. Obviously, because
something different.
And it's not news to anybody. I haven't really got big into Elder Scrolls, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend and bullshit and say, "Oh, I'm excited." I'll get into it eventually because I would, for the podcast, to have conversations.
Right.
But I would want to see Fable news.
Yeah, and we haven't had a new Fable in a long time, so I kind of agree.
I want to see Fable news. But it should be Halo because that's how you sold the system.
Yeah, I think it's a kind of we're running into the ground a little bit, but I think it's almost a little bit inevitable that we will get something from Halo. But I guess I lean a little bit more towards Elder Scrolls and Fable on this particular situation because
all we've seen play Halo with me when it comes out. I know.
Because all we've seen are logos. Like we've seen some stuff from Halo, and even though it wasn't the best and they're revamping it and delayed it, we already know that it's happening. It's already being worked on. So I want to see something from Fable and Elder Scrolls.
I think I would be satisfied even with, because we've only seen logos up to this point. I would want to see at least some kind of cinematic trailer. It doesn't even matter at this point if it is actual gameplay. I mean, obviously it'd be dope. But
for certain, I agree. For certain games, I just want to see something.
A cinematic something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. After the Xbox and Bethesda showcase at 12:15.
PST.
You can expect to
I'm going to
hear...
change it every time.
You can expect to hear all things from Square Enix with a 40-minute show. And we also mentioned earlier that WB Games would have a presence as well. And I'm hoping that not only do we get more from Gotham Knights, but I'm hoping that we get more from the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Yes, dude. Yes. Especially because we haven't seen... That's another one. We haven't seen any gameplay. We did see
that teaser stuff,
the teaser thing, and that was dope. I dug it. Hell yeah. But now it's been long enough to where I think we should see some gameplay.
Stuff. I really dug the Gotham. Oh yeah. Okay, so basically, because I think we saw more Gotham Knights stuff when that stuff came out.
Yes, we did.
Than we did Suicide Squad. So again, it should be Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League stuff that gets released, because that's just what it should be.
I think it should. Yeah. I think it really should, and I think they should also, by the way, update the whole Gotham Knights thing from being only 2 players to
actually being able to use the 4
you got 4
fucking characters.
So you should be able to play with 4 people. Like, implement the fucking feature, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you the option, but you can only use 2.
I'm gonna tell you right now, either you do it or we're boycotting the game. And you know, because we are clearly the biggest podcast in the world, that nobody will play this game unless we approve it. No, I'm just kidding.
I might have to leave you behind on that one because I still want to play it.
I'm more interested in seeing Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League because we haven't seen anything. I want to see how they play, and I want to see what the gameplay is in general. We talked about that, I believe, with Imposter Cosplay as well.
Now this would be one of the situations where you're more interested in actual gameplay versus cinematics.
Yes, for this one, because we don't even know exactly how this game's going to be playing. You know what I mean? How exactly are we going to be playing this game? We don't quite know. And I think that's something we had a conversation with Imposter Cosplay. And he's right. We haven't. We don't even know how we're playing it.
Like we've been saying from the beginning of this episode, this would be the time.
Yeah, this is the time.
This is the time to capture Capture your audience. I was going to say our audience, like we're part of that shit, right? This would be the time to capture your audience. 100%, this is the time to gain their interest again, or if people have fell off. I don't know many people that fell off from that game. A lot of us still are very much interested.
I think we're all still super interested.
This is the time to give us more, to keep us going, to say, all right, dude. I'm going to hold off a little bit. You know, I'm not going to get Juicebox's Only Toes account. I know it's a 10% discount right now to the link that doesn't exist. And Chaz's Beard Only account.
Yes, dude.
We are going to hold off on that now and save our money for that.
Yes. I want to see how King Shark plays, dude.
Yes.
I'm super stoked about how.
And I want to know. I think we even said, like, we briefly touched on the whole Suicide Squad trailer, the new stuff that's going to come out.
Yeah, we did a long time ago.
King Shark's still going to be the favorite character in that.
I think so, too. I think so as well.
Give us some King Shark action.
I want to see it, man. Yeah. I really want to see it.
I actually think I have the head for King Shark.
Dude, dude. Why don't you do a King Shark cosplay, dude?
Because I got other stuff in the works that I'm not going to talk
That's
about.
true. It is true. On Monday, the 14th, you can expect to see announcements from Capcom, Take-Two Interactive, Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and many indie developers. But the final day of E3, Tuesday, June 15th, we'll see Nintendo, Bandai Namco, and the E3 Awards, among much more. And that's the one that I am most intrigued by, which is that 40-minute Nintendo Direct that will be occurring at 9 a.m.
PST.
Followed by 3 hours.
I keep forgetting every time you
Followed by 3 hours of gameplay with the Nintendo Treehouse, where the company states that they will be revealing new details on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, quote, mostly releasing in 2021. And I've got a lot that I want to say about this. But before we get into it, because it might be a conversation that runs on a little bit, let's break up the monotony and get into this week's Cosplay of the Week.
Hey, man.
I went really low. Cosplay of the Week. I'm trying to go really low, man. You go high, I go low, dude. Week. No? All right. Anyway, this week's Cosplay of the Week is none other than Nightwing Returns. And that's Nightwing _Returns _. But before I throw it up on the screen, we're doing something that we've only done, I think, like one or two times. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With the Red Hood.
We did it with the Red Hood thing, and then I think we've done a couple twofers, but never big groups other than the Red Hood, and that's what we're doing here today. So what you're going to see right now is multiple people, and I'm throwing it up on the screen right about now. And
I'm not going to swing too hard on that one.
And what this is here is a flurry of people. And what you're seeing...
A plethora of cosplayers.
And what you're seeing is Nightwing, Batman, Supergirl, Red Hood, Green Arrow, and Batgirl. Oh, man, I love it, dude. And let's just run down the list of who's who real quick here. So... Nightwing is obviously where we got this from, the account that we got it from, Nightwing Returns. Batman is more... Oh, I love it, dude. Batman is more tech _cosplay. Supergirl is Colorado Kryptonian. The Red Hood is at J True Cosplay. The Green Arrow is Trevor Floyd, and that's TREVER for Trevor. And the Batgirl is at wow _miss.sandy. And the picture was taken by chiseledlight.cos. I
thought I was going to say chiseled like juicebox.
Chiseled like juicebox.cos. And what I dig about this, man, is that it's everybody together. And they got the classic little like superhero stance, you know what I mean, going on. I dig it, man. You got Nightwing, Green Arrow, Supergirl, Batman, Red Hood, and Batgirl all lined up. And I really dig this, dude. And something that we were talking about off camera was Nightwing Returns. Your Nightwing, I don't know if this is what you're going for or even if this is what you want, but I'm just giving you my personal opinion on the vibe that I felt from it. Your Nightwing kind of makes me feel like a little bit more of like a tactical Nightwing, maybe some sort of Nightwing that would be in like a Christopher Nolan film. I don't know if that's a compliment for you or not, but and either way, I'm saying that it's a good. Yeah. I'm saying it like a good thing for me. I think it's dope. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is something that I was telling Juice, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt at the end of the Dark Knight series. He turned out to be Dick Grayson, Nightwing, obviously. And I feel like
which I still would have loved to see a follow up.
I would have loved to see that too. And I feel like this could have been like a cool like tactical like version that would have existed in Christopher Nolan's
and it would
universe. Yeah, and it would fit. I really dig it, dude. I think that's really dope.
I'm digging his boots too.
The Green Arrow.
You definitely got to go into these accounts and look
you know
them
what?
individually.
We're gonna have to bring this up on the phone so we can zoom up here. All right, there we go. We had to go to the actual Instagram and not just a screenshot so we could zoom up a little bit and we could describe a little bit more for you guys. I'm digging the Green Arrow hood. I'm digging the Green Arrow, like the eye mask, dude. I love that. Look at his shins, the gauntlets. Yeah, those are dope, dude, with all the arrows in the back. Really cool, dude.
He has that classic
stance. Oh, yeah, man. He does. Perfect, man. Supergirl, classic. Like, there's not even much to say. So classic on the Supergirl, dude. I love it, man. I love the way that she's got the S going on there, the cape draping down, obviously amazing.
The thigh-high boots that
the thigh-high boots, you like that? Yeah, dude. That's dope, man. The Batman is looking beefy.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? It fits once again with what I said, like the tactical version of Nightwing. You know what I mean?
Look at this Batman. It'd be something that you would expect in like a Nolan film.
Yeah, like and then
Nolan, you're gonna have to do a whole nother Batman.
Yeah, you gotta do it with these guys.
You got your cast right here.
Yeah, exactly. I dig it, and they complement each other. Is what I'm saying. You guys complement each other with the way that your suits are. For me, in my opinion, you know what I mean?
Classic Batman stance, holding that belt
and
buckle,
it's super armored up, dude. He's got the long bat ears with like a tactical version of his
even his
the bat suit and everything. I'm digging it. Very long, elongated. Wide across the fucking chest with his bat symbol, dude. Red Hood back there looking beastly, like he might pull a gun to Batman's head randomly in between doing what they're doing, and then be like, just kidding. But am I really? And the Batgirl is looking amazing,
that
dude.
Batgirl.
That Batgirl is looking great.
That gold on Batgirl is not overdone. It's not like crazy.
It's a great gold
touch
palette. You know what I mean? Like the gold is not super gold. It's not super down. And it's like a good, if you look darker, at her, like gold. I dig it, dude.
If you pay attention to her cape too, like the inside of the gold and then the outside.
Oh, I love it. It just shines perfectly, dude. I love it. You guys are looking great together, man. I really dig this. And then also, you guys need to go check out, man. They actually have a YouTube
fan series.
Yes, there's a fan series that they're doing, man. Nightwing
Returns. He's
hooking up with Green Lantern to form Nightwing. Nightwing Returns, the fan series. Yeah, they got a fan series going on. They got season 1 that's already out and season 2 that I believe is coming. It's coming, right? They're working on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and read this. This is taken from the episode 1 description on YouTube. Since leaving the suit behind, Dick Grayson has done his best to live a normal life. Avoiding his past, Dick's retirement has been peaceful until an encounter with an old friend turns his world upside down. Dick will have no choice but to go back to the life and become Nightwing again. So I dig this, man. A fan series that is 1 part action, 1 part a race against time, and 100% facing your past. I really dig this, you guys. You guys go check this out. I keep wanting to say Ring, dude.
Nightwing Returns, the fan series on YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube. Go check that out and subscribe and give them a watch and everything. Really cool, man. So you guys, this is awesome, dude. Chiseled light, great photos. They got all kinds of other photos on I love the backdrop Instagram as well. Building too. Yes, dude. It looks great. Like it could be in Gotham. You know what I mean? Awesome, dude. So you guys go follow Nightwing_Returns_ on Instagram and make sure you check out that YouTube because you guys, all of your cosplays of the week for us is amazing.
I was waiting. I was practicing my stance. I was like, amazing. Totally banged my elbow again right now.
Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt, Daddy? Does it hurt?
What? I told you not to call me that in front of people again.
Again, I get ahead of myself, dude. I get ahead of myself, man.
We interrupt this program to bring you...
This week's episode is sponsored by QuirkChat. Let's talk geek. QuirkChat is a video social network for everything geek fandom commentary. Need a friend for discussing your latest anime topics? Got a theory about what's to come next in the MCU? No matter what it is, QuirkChat is your place to talk geek. Share anime debates and geek commentary. Record your opinion and add it to the original quip. Download the QuirkChat app on your app store of choice today and start talking geek. So now I've done solo episodes about as well as straight to IGTV segments about, alongside everyone and all their cousins are talking about,
and moms,
speculating about the long-rumored Nintendo Switch Pro, a 4K Switch, whatever they decide to call it, you know. And I know a lot of people are probably tired of hearing the rumors, tired of hearing all this shit, don't want to hear about it anymore. It's just rumor after rumor, and nothing ever comes to fruition.
Stop it. Get some help.
But being that E3 is coming, there's mixed news coming out saying that they're going to announce it. There's other things saying that they're not going to announce it. It's just fun to speculate and think of what could be and hope.
And there's actually some stuff that came out to kind of confirm that we're going to get it. But it's just now we're going to see if
And you know what? Real quick, though. I think they're calling, everywhere they're calling it the Nintendo 4K, right? The Switch 4K,
or
4K
Nintendo
Switch,
Pro,
Nintendo Switch Pro, all these things, right? But you know what I think they should call it, dude? I think they should take a nostalgic route, and they should call it the Super Nintendo Switch.
Oh my God, yes!
We haven't had... like Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, obviously, Nintendo, you guys
64.
know. Super Nintendo Switch. Why not? Let's bring it back, dude, with all these games, 30, 35 years, anniversaries, right? All these different things happening and stuff.
100%.
Why not take it back, dude? Take it back. Super Nintendo Switch, man. And you were telling me, too.
That's exactly why I wore
dude.
This.
Dude. Fuck yeah, dude!
Oh, my headphones almost. I was trying to stroke, but my headphones were like.
And dude, you were telling me, man, you want to hit him with it?
I'll hit him with this.
You hit him with the. I called it the Super Nintendo Switch, and you said what it should look like. Do you remember?
Yes, I think that you guys.
I think this is a great idea.
If you guys are gonna, I don't have many, so like the ones that I do, I gotta,
the ones that I do, I come in hard.
Literally.
Yeah, seriously,
like
knocking over tables and shit, dude.
Yeah, just like if I stand up, the whole shit
it's gone. Flipping over.
I would want for you guys to do a retro style color themed Switch. So like the Joy-Cons, everything, like obviously like the docking system even.
Yes, dude.
You guys should definitely go with
this
that
makes
classic
me so happy.
Gray. I believe it was, I think it's
like
changed,
the gray
right? It
with
was
a little bit of red.
And it had some of that blue. I'm not sure if that blue purplish kind of for the buttons and stuff.
For
like
which
that,
one?
Remember?
Oh, for the SNES.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Okay,
So
I was thinking the NES. But yeah, you're talking about SNES. Yeah.
Okay, no. So
like the bluish, purplish, gray.
So then even that though, right? Because
you can pick whichever one.
We all know, and we'll leave it like this. We all know that with any console, any system, any PC, anything, there's always the first version, and then later on they fix it, they fix bugs, etc.
Yeah.
So maybe release. You guys even have that timeline right there. You guys release with the classic NES, style, everything down to the color, down to the T.
They can do limited editions too.
You could do the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Even when you get to the 64, this is your chance to bring a fantastic colors back. Bring back that nostalgia, please. I am totally looking forward to playing in a highlighter pink Nintendo Switch K Pro.
Yes.
I was gonna nipple rub a little bit.
I almost made myself actually cry, for real.
My mobility right there wasn't too good. Like, I would have been stroking the other way.
Whoa, dude. Wow. No, but seriously, man, like that's a phenomenal. Is the AC still on? Because I'm hot as hell. Is it on?
I have that presence on here. It is.
It is on.
I felt it kind of kick up right now. Actually.
It's just hot today, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's a phenomenal idea.
Fantastic. Yes,
dude.
Back.
Dude, can you imagine the Switch console itself? Yes. It's so perfect for stuff like that, dude. On. So I don't know whether it's all, I know it's again, like we did on the Dreamcast episode, we said some really ambitious ideas that probably won't happen, you know what I mean? Because it's so difficult to put through a lot of money, a lot of time, but do it with something at least. Give us some limited edition things at least. Some fantastic stuff, or like you said, an NES version or SNES version. Like, give us something. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, you get that's even right. Nintendo, you just need to put us on your marketing team.
Just like Sega needs to put us on their marketing team. We're a consultant or something. We are going to
be the first podcasters turn market market
dude. Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah.
But we're going to work with all brands. We're not going to discriminate. We're not
discriminate, dude. You know what I mean? We've talked a lot of shit about Nintendo, but we love you deep down.
Dude, we're trying to get
never getting a sponsorship, dude. I'm trying to get us put on,
and you're like reminding them of past episodes.
Oh, dude, Jesus Christ.
God, man.
But I don't know. Anyway, man, the recently long rumored new Switch has appeared as a placeholder on the India Amazon before being taken down, as well as Amazon of Mexico, which, by the way, the Amazon of Mexico has done this a lot.
Yeah.
Where they put things up way before they happen, and a lot of people would say, well, like, oh, they just put placeholders up, it could not be the real thing, it could just be labeled wrong, it could be this, or even if they put it up, it still hasn't come to fruition. But Amazon of Mexico has put a lot of things up before they're supposed to that actually have a track record of turning out to be true. So I don't know, and again, I know people are probably tired of hearing about a Switch Pro and everything, which, again, back to the name thing, I think it's a lame name. Okay? I think it's a lame name. We already got like a PS4 Pro, Switch. PS5 Pro, shit like that. Like, do something different.
Even when it comes out,
Nintendo's good at being different, so name it something different.
They're good at being different, but staying within their type of
their realm.
Categories and stuff. And that would be in your realm.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Bring back the word super, dude.
This is one of those things that I would not mind buying limited editions of. If you guys do a limited edition, like we said, NES, SNES, 64, and all that.
Yes, please. Dude. You know what? Fuck it. After this episode, our podcast is now called the Super Side Project Podcast, all right?
I would not be opposed to that.
But India Amazon put it up before taking it down, and then Amazon of Mexico put it up, and then the French retailer, French Electronics Network or whatever, put it up for 399 euros before also abruptly taking it down. And so that kind of. Is it something? Is it not something? Is this just another one of those could be or not really? Are we just fucked up? I don't know. But with E3 coming, it seems like a fitting place to finally fucking announce it, dude.
Because I will be really pissed if we get an E3. Well, we're gonna get E3. I'd be really pissed if I'd been waiting all year long for an E3.
How long have we been waiting for them to announce this new Switch, dude? This is the time.
How many episodes? Actually, if I'm gonna go back personally, I'm gonna watch
talked
all
about
our
this
episodes
so much. That's why I think people might be sick of it. You know.
I also want to look into how many times I've said I'm waiting to buy a Switch until we get
until
Switch
we get the
Pro.
Super Nintendo Switch. We start saying it from here on out because my idea is
we're gonna manifest this.
Yes, exactly. So now, if they finally do decide to release this upgraded Switch,
I am gonna fucking laugh.
If it comes out and it is named that,
and
I know. I haven't heard anybody say that, dude.
Even if it's not a Super Nintendo Switch, which it's gonna be,
it better be
Super Switch.
Yes, something, dude. Jesus, you know. It needs to be, when this does come out, it needs to be, and we've talked about this a million times. You guys, you need some water? Damn, I barely have anything left,
doesn't matter, dude.
I barely have.
Why
don't you get one of these things and bring it with you so you can fill it up, dude?
Funny thing is, he gave me one of those things, and guess where I found it? In my brother's room last night when I closed the door. And I should have grabbed it then. He is notorious for stealing
your
shaker
bottles
cups,
and shit. Yeah.
Stealing water bottles. He finds them in a truck later and says, "You put it there.
It's mine now." But if they do finally release this, and we've talked about this a million times, so I won't. It stays cold, bro. I keep it cold over here, bro. Keep it cold over here like my heart. Keep it cold over here like my heart.
You should have done it all.
It needs to be, obviously, it's going to be, but it needs to be, I'm just going to reiterate, 4K capable when docked, and at least 1080p undocked. I don't want to see a new Switch. I don't want to see a Super Nintendo Switch with a 720p screen undocked. Stop it. We already have that. That's already the Switch Lite and the Nintendo Switch.
Not to mention that even 4K in itself eventually is going to start going out. So, like, if you're going to catch up.
I think we're a couple years. I think we're still a little. Kind of. You know what I mean? Yeah. The Joy-Con drift better be fixed from here on out, dude.
Upgrade every single time. Don't go backwards or don't stay the same.
I swear to God, if this releases and it still has Joy-Con drift problems, I will fucking riot. I'm so sick of the Joy-Con drift, dude. The Switch, this new Switch, or the Switch in general, much like every other console on the market right now,
check out our new system, the Super Nintendo Drift Switch.
Yeah, exactly. It needs AAA games. Everybody needs AAA games. But since we're just talking about Nintendo right now, if you are announcing a Super Nintendo Switch, then you better be launching it with top-notch AAA games, dude. And it only makes sense. I mean, you don't have to do it this way, but it does make sense. Like the Nintendo Switch launched, I believe it launched with Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, if I'm not mistaken. Or if they weren't, they were like, they were, you know, not too far apart in the launch. I don't remember which one came first, or if they both came at the same time.
But
I can't recall right now. But those were the launch games, and those are really good launch games. So if you're going to do it, we know that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming. But when, you know? So that would be a great game to launch alongside the Super Nintendo Switch with 4K capabilities. You're showing a new fucking Zelda game that's already beautiful. The previous one is already beautiful. Now this is just even more. But I will say, Zelda games are very, very intricate games that take a long time, and you want them, just like Elder Scrolls, Fable, and shit like that.
You want them to take their time
and polish the shit out of it.
As much as you want the game, like now, when that system launched, I would respect them more if they took their time.
So has it been long enough for Breath of the Wild 2? I don't know.
You know what has been long enough?
50-50 on that one.
You know which one's not 50-50?
Yes.
Mario Kart 9.
Yes.
God.
Yes, Daddy. Yes.
Fucking up my damn elbow.
Oh, you did it again?
This is gonna
I wasn't looking. I was too into my yes.
The Juice Box Elbows episode. Like, fuck, I can't even go like that.
God damn it, dude. Yes, dude, Mario Kart 9. We did an entire episode about it a long time ago. I kind of want to do another one.
But we're going to bring it up again.
Bringing it up anyway. We did one with Dad Can Game, and that was a super fun episode. It was a long time ago. It was when we were in the other studio, when it was the different background and everything.
You just made that shit sound so professional.
It is super professional.
In our other studio that we have rented.
You know that we are totally professional on this podcast, the Super Side Project Podcast. And but no, when we had a different backdrop, we didn't even have what we had. We weren't as polished as we are now. So it's like I kind of want to tell you to go watch it, but then I also kind of not want to tell you to go watch it because we weren't as good as we are today.
Without a fractured elbow, that is your chance.
I think I had my long beard back then, but it's still, nonetheless, it's still a good episode with a lot of good ideas that we had for Mario Kart 9, and also Dad Can Game.
The breakdown and all that.
Yeah, and Dad Can Game was on there too, and so it's a good episode if you want to get more on that. And we had some really cool ideas that I think a lot of gamers would dig for the next installment of Mario Kart 9. But Nintendo shared last month, speaking of Mario Kart, that in Japan alone, to this day, Mario Kart 8 sold 3.84 million recently. So if it's still selling almost 4 million units, dude.
You know what?
A Mario Kart 9 is going to sell like crazy.
Even just saying
that's just Japan.
Though, even just saying that, though, also makes me realize why they haven't moved on. Because
they're still selling so much, they don't need to.
If I'm making millions off a fucking years-old game,
why
am I going to switch up?
We can focus on these other ones for now. But you guys, it's been so long, dude.
You also got to think the tremendous pressure that they would be under if they put out a Mario Kart 9 and it's not
true,
up to par.
But I have faith in a Mario Kart game, dude. I have faith in a Mario Kart game, and
maybe bring back some of that double dash
stuff. Yes, that's one of the things that we brought up in that episode, man. But I think if you're selling that much on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was a port from Wii U, because you know how they do, they just bring over fucking games from everything else. Like you're gonna sell big on a Mario Kart 9, dude.
Come on, man.
Never, not once, dude.
Yeah,
not once. As I tell you to slide over a little bit and reveal the Wii, the ports that. The Nintendo's, the fucking Super Mario 64 port.
What ports?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude?
I even have the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe box down there. Stop, dude. We're trying to get sponsored by Nintendo, bro. Stop it. Come on, bro. I think a lot of people want to see, they've announced that they're working on a Metroid game, but that was like years ago, dude.
Yeah,
and still haven't released anything. I think a lot of people want Metroid. And some of these things we've said in other episodes.
Let me stop you there before we continue down our list and all that.
Yeah.
Let's get more information on the games you have officially announced and talked about.
Yes.
Instead of just giving us more false hope and endless timelines between games that you haven't even brought up.
I think he's right.
Give us the information
that we're
going to
say here.
Yeah.
Give us information. Fucking something.
Yeah, please. Give us something to get us excited and wait another 5 years before you actually drop it.
Exactly.
But please give us some footage, man.
I was talking to Jar of Retro about this, and that's exactly what I told him, exactly what you just said. And I think that resonates with a lot of gamers, being that I said it, didn't tell you I said it, and you just said it right now. So we're all kind of thinking the same thing. Like, at least tell us something, dude.
Yeah.
Like, at least say,
give us information.
This is happening. You know what I mean? We are working on it. We maybe can expect to see it next year. Like, give us something. Talk to us about Metroid. Talk to us about Star Fox. Talk to us about Earthbound. Where are these games that don't get the love like they should? You know, a new Mario game as a whole. I think it's time.
I think it's warranted.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's time. I still think Mario Kart should come first.
Oh no, hands down.
A new Mario Kart deserves it more because we just had Super Mario Odyssey.
Hands down.
Mario's anniversary just passed.
Yeah.
We got the games over here. We got 64 Sunshine and Galaxy,
which sucks. So what happened after that limited anniversary?
Yeah, exactly. Stuff, you know, and then we had the Super Mario 35. We have all these things. Which, and again, go check out our Super Mario 35 episode. That was an amazing episode.
Super Mario 36 with the extra characters.
Exactly,
totally awesome.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think Mario's been given a lot of love. So I do think that they're going to focus on other things. Which one of the things, I know I'm all over the place right now, but being that we just did the whole Mario bundle, we talked about this before, so I won't run it into the ground. But I do think at the E3 they should be announcing a Zelda bundle. I think this is the time. You already announced
again
Skyward Sword HD.
This is the perfect.
If you're not announcing Breath of the Wild, a bundle.
Do a bundle, some kind of Master Chief collection.
Do Master Chief it up. No, I know what you're talking about. Master Chief collection.
Do some type of bundle collection to get us excited. Boom, right there. Announce some type of Zelda collection and give us information on games that you already have announced. Would be enough for me to at least wait a little bit.
If you're announcing, like for instance, for the Zelda fans, that's perfect. If you're gonna announce a Zelda bundle, then announce that Zelda bundle, maybe a date, maybe not a date, I don't know. But announce that it's happening or something, give us something. And then if you're not doing anything about Breath of the Wild, just give us a fucking update of some kind. You know what I mean? But a new Mario game would be cool, but I'm kind of doubting that. But at this fucking point, I'll even take a 2D Mario game. I don't give a shit. You know, I'll take a platformer. I want to play it. I don't care. Give me something. Instead of just a bunch of ports.
I have the newest 4K Switch capable Switch and all the Super Nintendo Switch and all that, all these capabilities and upgrades. And I'm just gonna go ahead and play a 2D model.
Exactly. I know. But I just want something. You know what I mean? I can picture them doing that though. They're like, imagine if they finally announce it and they're like, the new Super Nintendo Switch. It's capable of 4K. It's capable of this and this and that and blah blah blah. Right? And I could see them not launching it with. But where's Breath of the Wild? Well, we're not working on it yet. Is there a new Mario game for it? No, not really. But you know what? We're gonna give you Skyward Sword HD. And it's like, dude, that is a game that released years ago on the Wii, and you're using that as a launch title. I could picture Nintendo doing that though, dude. Or they're like, we're releasing with arms too, because you don't have enough arms, you need 4 more. Like, come on. I could picture them doing something like that, or it's just a bunch of like indie games and shit. You know what I mean?
Give you some Fire Emblem stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's just a bunch of same shit that we get left and right. I know they're probably gonna talk about like Super Smash Bros and shit. And I'm assuming that if they do talk about anything that has to do with Xbox, it will probably be because of Smash Bros. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think that Xbox will talk about something or other that has to do with Nintendo collaboration, like maybe some of the bigger news or whatever. But then I think,
or maybe Xbox is possibly helping Nintendo with their online capability stuff.
Oh fuck, dude, that would be awesome. That's another thing I want for the Super Nintendo Switch is upgraded online capabilities.
Online
dude.
capabilities and the
trash
and the communication talks between people and stuff
exactly,
like that. Because
dude.
I don't want to have to pull out my phone.
I don't want to do that, dude.
To download an app to use your system.
And you gotta, hello, are you guys there? Like, I might as well just fucking call somebody, dude. Create a messaging system. Create an online community.
Everybody call each other and be on a conference call, and that's how we're gonna.
That's how we're doing it. Like, yeah, dude, I might as well just use Zoom or fucking Discord or something. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Anyway,
well, if you use Zoom, you got to make sure parties 3 or more. Keep it under 40 minutes.
You got to keep it
or else
under.
You're gonna have to pay.
It's under three, and you can do as long as you want. But if it's 3 or more, you're limited to 40 minutes. Only 40-minute gameplay time unless you pay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Mila?
I like how we're having this conversation about something and we're focused on that, but we're also able to just bounce off
this. This is a tangent episode towards the end for sure.
But it's good though.
Come here, Mila. I don't want you to knock anything down. Come here. Come over here. Come on.
She's like, I'm gonna go the opposite way.
Nah, I don't feel like that.
Oh, she's right.
But I think also, you know what? Pikmin 3 had an HD remake. We haven't seen a new Pikmin game in 8 years, dude.
7 to 8 years.
Pikmin 3 was the last installment that came to the Switch, and it was an HD remake. But the Pikmin franchise hasn't seen a new installment in 8 years, unless you're counting, I think, Hey Pikmin for the 3DS. But I'm talking about consoles.
Console-wise, yeah, not handhelds.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. Donkey Kong franchise is another one, dude. Tropical Freeze was the last DK game that released on the Switch in 2018, but it was a port of the 2014 game that was originally on the Wii U. So once again, we've talked about this a million times. Look, it's not necessarily that there's anything wrong with ports. It's dope, right? You get a little upgraded capabilities. Maybe 100%. You get to play your game again and you get to see it, and go, wow, and you feel that wow factor again. For people that maybe didn't get to play it on the previous consoles, can now play it. I get
like
that.
myself, that I have been waiting to play so many games because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna catch up when I get my Switch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there are not a lot of, people had the Wii U, but not a lot in comparison to other consoles. So a lot of the Wii U games were overlooked. There was actually some good games on there. So it only makes sense that they would do those heartfelt games that they liked and go, you know what, people need to play it on the Switch.
The more we talk about that,
so I get it.
The more we have this conversation, it's also making me realize more and more that Xbox should be helping them with some type of, like you said, Game Pass, anything like that, that's going to bring all this back to us.
Yes.
Especially
it would be dope. Yeah. Which I talked about that, the Bowser Peen episode. And then we talked about it before too. Yeah.
Announce new games how you should. Give us information on the games you have. And upgrade your fucking systems because this is the time to do it.
But my thing is, I get the ports, all right? So I'm not completely against the ports, but it's when there's only fucking ports. It's
an issue.
It's when the ports are more
your launch title games.
Yeah, and they're more than like the AAA games that should be made for that console. And I know maybe we kind of contradicting ourselves with the episode that we did with the Cade from Gaming Members last week on the Dreamcast, where we were like, more backwards compatibility. Those are like, it's kind of the same thing. Bring over more old games. I want to play old games. So I know it sounds like we're contradicting ourselves, but I'm not in a sense.
I think that one though, more in a sense, was because we would want to play these games if we wanted to play like a new Dreamcast.
Yeah, it's different. I feel like it's different. I feel like it's different. You know what I mean? But I mean, where's like the latest Kirby installment? I think the last Kirby. I mean, they did have some like 2018, not that long ago. They had Star Allies, but
but 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, I think Kirby deserves more love. Like, have more Kirby games. Maybe it's just because I'm a Kirby fan. I don't know, but I'm just saying I feel like let's do more stuff that doesn't get as much love. Is I guess what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, why don't we think outside the box? I would
not be opposed to that. Definitely.
Like, why don't we even think outside the box or something and have like different games? Like, is it time for Wario to make a return? Like Wario Land, like back in the days. You know what I mean? Is it time for that? They did it with Toad.
Get a new
They
Luigi
gave Toad.
game?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think Luigi's Mansion 3 was the last one. Yeah. But I mean, what about different things? Like, what other Mario characters do you guys think deserve maybe their own game? Yeah, shit, that could be a whole episode. You know what I mean? We can get like somebody on, get like a guest on, just have a good time and talk about like what other Mario characters or what other Nintendo characters in general that don't get a game that kind of centers around them or maybe a group of people.
Like a Dry Bones.
You know what I mean?
Dry bones.
Yeah,
situation.
dude. Like, what about like the enemies or something like the Koopa kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what though? That's one thing that I would wish that they would focus like on I don't want to say evil because it's still Nintendo.
It's still Nintendo, but I get what you're saying. The enemies.
I would want like an enemies or like a bad guys game to come out focused around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get something different.
No,
like they used to.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, they used to do Wario Land. Like, is it time for Wario Land to make a return and maybe throw in some Waluigi in there? Don't port it though. You know what I mean?
Don't port it though.
You know what I mean? What about like Switch Sports? Like, remember Wii Sports? What if they did a Switch Sports as a launch title, but not like the launch title, you know what I mean? But like one of the launch titles for the Super Nintendo Switch, you know what I mean?
Take our ideas, but just don't make them the main focus.
But like, is there still like, what's it called? What am I trying to say? Is there still interest? Is there still like an interest in today's market for like a Switch Sports reminiscent of Wii Sports?
Especially in our current times where you're not able to enjoy a lot of those things now. This is definitely the time to do it. This would be the time to like you know what the formula there with the Joy-Cons.
With the Joy-Cons you could do. You know what? To be honest with you, this is one where I gotta say I am gonna contradict myself. I wouldn't be opposed to them porting over Wii Sports. Like, I wouldn't. Like, that would be fun. I loved Wii Sports. And maybe it's just a personal one, and I am contradicting myself, but that would be fun.
We need to do a ports versus new games episode type of thing.
Yeah, we need to do something like that, too. That'd be fun. They do have this one.
Yeah, you know why I wouldn't be opposed to that?
Because it's fun.
No, and the fucking tennis.
Yeah, dude.
Wii tennis.
Fuck, dude. Remember? I love that, dude. And the Wii boxing and everything. The Wii bowling was my shit, too, dude. I like the Wii bowling. I don't know why you went...
Wii bowling.
Wii bowling, dude. I fucking love that Wii
Usually
bowling,
you bowl
man.
like that.
There is a game out there, though. I posted on our Instagram, like, I think months ago, called Instant Sports, but I don't know if it was developed by Nintendo, but you could see that it's reminiscent of, like, Wii Sports. Yeah. But I think Nintendo should create one with their Miis and everything and call it Switch Sports.
Yeah.
You know, or Super Switch Sports. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I mean? To go along with
Nintendo
it, dude.
Switch Sports.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, I just think that we could. I'm hoping that we expect any of these things that we listed.
We need to see a new console. We need to see, new console.
Yeah, new console.
We need to see a AAA launch titles with said console.
I think a couple of them, to be honest with you.
At least, there's at least 2 or 3 that we should be getting.
I mean, are we being too ambitious? Are we being too hard on the developers? I just think it's been so long that the Switch has been out.
Again, that's why we need to talk to a developer and get a developer on here so we can understand their side. Because right now we are speaking.
Are we just being greedy?
We're speaking. No, honestly,
I don't think we are though. I see a lot of people that agree.
We're speaking from the consumer standpoint because a lot of us that do review these, a lot of us that do podcasts based on these companies and stuff like that.
These are conversations that I see other people having a lot. So I know we're not
because we
alone.
are the consumers, you know? Yeah. But we do, it is interesting, but we do need it though.
I think we do. Yeah. And I think that the Switch has been out for so long that it's time. It's time to launch with some triple, what's going on out there?
Oh, she's taking a nice selfie.
Oh, it's my neighbor. Yeah. Watch her find this podcast and be like, what the fuck?
Fuck those guys.
Watching me.
I was trying to take a selfie in public.
Trying to take a fucking selfie and they're just broadcasting it to their fucking viewers. I think
I fucking swear I can't wait for the. I'm gonna start using my GoPro and I'm just gonna randomly
and show what's happening around us. I think since the regular price for the Switch is $299 and the Switch Lite is $199, it only makes sense for the Super Nintendo Switch to be $399. It's still undercutting the competition.
Capabilities match and warrant that price.
Yes, but I think that's what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Because it's still undercutting the competition because. What is the Xbox and the PS5? Are they $399?
No, because if you look at the
$499,
$599, right? Look at the Xbox.
I don't remember
S.
right now. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm lazy.
But I think the Series S was cheaper because it didn't have.
Oh yeah, the S is cheaper. Yeah, but I'm saying the X. You know, if they're doing 4K capabilities and they're competing with now Series X and PS5, they're still undercutting them, I believe.
Yeah.
But $399 for the Super Nintendo Switch seems accurate. It seems like what it would be.
And that'd be a fair price.
And they would have a whole thing. They'd have this the Super Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch, and the Nintendo Switch Lite. So they would have 3 consoles, and that makes sense. $399, $299, $199. It makes sense.
If we got a fantastic colored themed Switch, what would be your top color that you would want?
Purple.
Okay.
Purple. For some reason, always just stood out.
I'm going to go with an atomic green, and we're going to do a poll.
That's a great one, dude.
We're going to say
I think a lot of people would say purple, green, and
which
orange.
Fantastic themed console would you want to see come back?
I'm going to see right now, so later we'll find out. But I'm going to call it. I think most people would want to see purple, green, and orange out of all of them. I think those are the top 3. Yeah. I also dug the would it be like teal aqua or something? It's kind of like our colors.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our logo colors and everything.
Something like this, right?
No, right here. You have it on your our logo.
On our side project mug that is available on.
Hey, but you know what I mean.
I was gonna wait for you to follow up and say.
It's available now. And fucking up.
Great enthusiasm there.
It's a headache day. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys want, dude? Did we name anything that you guys are stoked about? Do we have any cool ideas that you guys agree with? Yeah, exactly. What's up there? I'm sure. We don't talk about Fire Emblem and stuff. I think there's been enough fucking Fire Emblem out there. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to talk about it. I know a lot of people want Animal Crossing stuff. Animal Crossing is still huge.
Yeah. Still a big market.
So I know there's a lot of things out there that we didn't touch on, but we want to know, what do you guys want? And even if it's not just Nintendo stuff, what do you guys want from what are you hoping to see at E3? Do you even give a shit about E3 anymore? Yeah. You know what I mean? Or would you go to E3 if it was physical?
Yeah. You know I would definitely go if there was no stupid restrictions.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to deal with. If we're
gonna open these things back up, them back up the way they should be.
Exactly.
And then I'll
go. Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll spend countless money so I can stand in a line.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh hey. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here, man. So thank you guys for listening, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for doing all of those things that you do over on YouTube.com/Side Project Podcast. When you go down, you hit that big red button that says subscribe, and it goes, oh yes, daddy, yes, and you get 100 project points. Ooh, sexy project points. There we go. I almost forgot. Thank you for listening on Apple, on Google, and Spotify, and all those things you listen on. You rate and review, and you like, and you thumbs up, and you do all those things that you do. We thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Juice,
should have two-fingered that thing. That felt like a two-finger situation.
Whoa, spread me open. Juice, tell them where they can
totally not appropriate for like Captain_Juicebox across all platforms except for Twitch, where I will be streaming a lot more, is Juicebox SP.
Yes. And if you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. And for the viewers that are watching right now, if you go down on the screen, actually it's right here, you can see all the other things that you can find me at.
Oh, you can see mine right here.
Right there. Finger it. Finger it. Oh, yeah. If you're looking for us, the duo, the magnificent, you can find us at Side Project Podcast on Instagram. We're going to get that up out of here.
I'm going to hit you with a one-arm pistol. It's a singular pistol.
It's a Western. It's a country time pistol. Hit him with it.